No, we took precisely enough damage to kill us. Well, at least we're making it to the boss this time. That being said, this has been an unfortunate set of plays today. Random rare card, random common relic, and in case you're wondering, I generally choose this one more. Let's just look at the elite pathing. Alright. Elite, fireplace, elite. That's not very appreciated. Alright. That's a lot of question marks. Alright. So, enemy, enemy, enemy. I'm trying to think if there's a pathing where I get... I have a pathing where I get a ton of freaking fireplaces and one elite. Which, if I do that, I'm going to need other ways of getting relics. Otherwise, yeah. So then the other path is... Yeah, I think that's the path I go. We're just going to take a common relic. War paint just makes my defense up. That's fine. Upgrading to defense is actually a perfectly acceptable solution. And, like, it really helped me right now. So, look at that. Alright. Dual cast, please kill one. I just realized it's impossible for you to not have killed one. So, thank you for doing what is always possible. Alright. Cold Snap or Sweeping Beam? We have 2 defense, so our block is probably going to be fine for a little bit longer. So I think we go with the Sweeping Beam. But that Cold Snap is tempting. Alright. Ooh, Bird-Faced Urn early. Ooh, man. That can be very valuable. Alright, do we sub for the Merchant for that? No, I don't think we sub for the Merchant. And unfortunately, we cannot grab that dough. Ugh. That's fine. Guard 2 defends. He's going to make us weak. That's okay. Sweeping Beam takes care of him. Alright. Well, we are taking some damage. Thank you, sir. But Dual Cast takes care of the rest. Alright. Chaos. This is not a claw deck. Not yet, at least. I think we're not building this towards a path where it becomes a claw deck. So I'm going to grab the Chaos. There we are. Plasma is better later on, but I'll accept it now. There we are. Pretty appreciated. Ah, we just killed with these strikes. Alright. Hyperbeam basically solves our early game. Yeah. Does it solve this boss fight? Let's see. I think I think we upgrade to a 34 damage Hyper Beam, and then we just take on 2 elites. Yep. I like that. So we just get a massive Hyper Beam. Sure, we'll buy 2 potions. Essence of Darkness and Liquid Memories. Okay. And how much damage does this deal? 34? So... There we are! One enemy killed. Yeah, I could Liquid Memories the Hyper Beam back if I really wanted to. But unnecessary. And that's why we upgrade the Hyper Beam, in case anyone was wondering. Oof. Alright. I think the Force Field's going to become a lot stronger later. Also the Rebound with Hyper Beam is going to be very valuable in the early game. Ball Lightning becomes better the further we go on. Ball Lightning does become better the further we go on. Can't deny that. But I think at this point, we just pick the Force. Rebound or Ball Lightning? I think the Force Field is just too big of a give, I guess would be the phrase. Alright, Gold-Plated Cables and Tungsten Rod. That's pretty awesome, actually. So I think we go right, get the Super Elite taken care of. And we get to do a bunch of upgrades while we're at it. Yeah, let's get Chaos Plus. Let's see, so I could dual cast and just hope that that hits this guy to the right. Nope. Well, it's still right to Hyperbeam. Just a question of, do I spend... Yes, I spend the Liquid Memories to save 14 damage. I think that sounds fine. Let me get a Weak Potion to replace it. Biased Cog. That's the sort of stuff we're looking for. And that's the sort of stuff we upgrade. Alright. So we have Hyperbeam or Biased Cog as two different strategies. $13 damage. I can use... No, I don't want to use the Dark Potion. But I will use the Weak Potion to save myself 4 damage. Alright. So it's either high energy or low energy. And that's kind of it. And this is still not a claw deck. Is there space for Elite? I think so. Alright, Super Elite, what you got for me? Gremlin Knob. Am I more scared of Gremlin Knob than I am of the boss? Not enough to fire off the Dark Potion just yet. I just realized, yeah, and then that will trigger twice, giving me... I only take 1 point of damage from Oh! Tungsten Rod. I took 0 points of damage from Gremlin Knob. That felt great. I gained 2 health in that fight. Alright, remember, you save till here to pick it up. Alright. Stack Discharge, sure, it's power. Alright, got Sweeping Beam Plus. So this will help me win very specific fights, but those fights we're gonna love that we can win with it. Alright. I think with this fight, we just Essence of Darkness now. And once the time comes, we just trigger them, and the game kind of just wrecks this guy for us. Alright. So yeah, if we channel... We're gonna save our focus for now. So we're gonna channel 1 lightning, and then break his defenses. There we are. Hyperbeam will come in later. Alright. So I'll defend. Biased Cog, definitely want that. And do we stack Discharge now? If we stack Discharge, yeah. So what's going to happen is he's going to hit us. These things are immediately going to trigger. They're going to deal a lot of damage. And then we have a bunch of lightning behind us. Alright. There we are. We need to deal 50. I think this is actually, in fact, plausible with this. 32. Alright. So let me just math it out. So, 32. So this will deal 16, so we just need to deal another 16, which, yeah, I think this does it. Oh, and we have another... There we go. Now we just defend on Hyperbeam. Look at that. Another Biased Cog sounds great. We have our Hyperbeam when we need it, and we have a bunch of Biased Cogs when we don't. Velvet Choker, I don't think we're going to be playing enough cards. Like, we're going to be playing Biased Cogs into Hyperbeams. We're not playing any... We're not playing more than 6 cards in a turn is what I'm getting at. Fusion Hammer, I like smithing. I want this Biased Cog to be a Biased Cog plus if possible. And Cursed Key, too early. Also with Matryoshka, I have to grab one more at least. Alright. Alright, so now I just need to consider how this deals with the mini-bosses here. Grommelnob, I Hyperbeam him. Yeah, we are actually a very fast deck, if you think about it. Like, these Biased Cogs, after 4 turns, they actually become a penalty. Hyperbeam makes them a penalty immediately. So, like, we are a fast deck. Oh my gosh, I just realized we have, we got the Super Elite already taken care of, so I was, like, trying to map that out. Alright. I think we rest Elite. Rest Elite. I want more question marks, though. One of the things I'm running into right now is I have too few question marks right now. But yeah. The other path is to take on 3 Elites. And I think Book of Stabbing still... Well, actually, I think I could handle Book of Stabbing. I think we're just going to be a little low on health. But actually, I have Tungsten Rod and... Yeah, I have Tungsten Rod and the Fireplaces. Let's go this way, and then I could go this way if I'm feeling good, and this way if I'm feeling bad. I like that. So we'll see how these regular fights go. Which they could go bad, I'm not going to deny that. That. Get ourselves a bunch of damage right off the bat. Alright. Then he hits us and immediately dies. Yep. Equilibrium's great. I don't think the Explosive Pot is... It's probably more useful than the Distilled Chaos at this point. Alright. For example. And I'm going to place this one, just to give myself some health. And then we just Explosive Pop this guy. Take care of that job. Here we are. Glacier sounds nice. Alright, yeah, we're feeling great. Grab the next boss, or grab the next enemy. This guy deals 0 damage to me because of Tungsten Rod. If he ever got past the block, that is. There we are. So we're taking 11 damage here. That's unfortunate. There we are. And are we out of powers in this deck? Yep. So let's just dual cast and kill. Alright. Yeah, this is a strong deck. Do we want another Ball Lightning? I think we actually skip, believe it or not. Yeah. Yay, free 50 gold, and I think we are strong enough to go this way. Yeah, let's use the speed potion this round. Yeah, that definitely felt like the right move. Alright. So this is not a fight for Hyperbeam. So this is a fight where we find our Biased Cogs and eat them alive with that. Alright. 14 damage. Equilibrium. Oh, no, we're weakened. We're gonna do that. Equilibrium stays another round. Alright. Oh, man. 3, 2, 1. Here we are. And then, yeah, this theme's gonna just, like, when I get my dual cast back. Don't even need the dual cast, it looks like. 2, 1. There we are. Hey, how you doing? Good. Got a good run going with this. Whew. Do I pick a Hello World for this deck, or does that just clog up my hand? How about you, Vibes? How you doing? Alright, do I pick the Cool-Headed just to draw into these cards more often? Do I just skip if that's what my goal is? Doing good, thanks for asking. Alright, good to hear, good to hear. Yeah, so look at our deck. We start with a Hyperbeam to keep us safe in the early game. And then we got a Bird-Faced Urn into 2 Biased Cognitions. So this deck's pretty awesome. The thing is just not being stupid, which is an issue that I keep running into. Yeah. So my question is just, do I grab the Hello World to go even more into the Bird-Faced Urn? Or is that... It's a random common card to my hand each turn, which gives me more options. But the... And, like, I'm not getting much card draw, so that is more card draw, in a way. The problem is, it's like... It's just flooding my deck more. And if I ever have to cycle through my deck, I don't know what that does to me. I think it does a lot of bad things. So I think, in the end, Hello World's not the pick. Cool-Headed, though. It is card draw, and it is block. Sure. Let's try Cold-Headed. Book of Stabbing. Alright. Which one do I need for this fight? Because I'm using one of my potions, it's just the question of which one. So we can actually choose after doing this. It's the question of, do I need these Frost Orbs to stay up, or do I need them to block for more? I think we'll go Capacity. I just realized I could have waited till next turn when I got more to decide then. 3. Alright, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to Equilibrium to keep those all up. Alright. Wait, I have Static Discharge. It's actually... I'm supposed to be taking damage in this fight. I'm doing this fight wrong. Alright. Well. 4. 3. Oh yeah, we just play the entire hand here. The fact that I still haven't taken damage is actually impressing myself. Alright. So we're gonna Glacier. Get those back there. Dual cast this to give myself enough. And now we Ball Lightning. Here's the thing I'm trying to figure out. Do I Hyper Beam, or do I let these deal their damage? So this will deal 7. These will deal 21. Actually, because of the gold plated cables, this will deal 28 damage. And if I do it this way, it's 34, but then they all deal only 16 damage. I think that's enough. I think this actually kills him faster. Yep. He even guarantees the kill. Yep. Mercury Hourglass, great consistent damage. We just don't want to flood the deck anymore. 22 cards is probably enough. Double Bias Cog Plus is amazing. Alright. This is a weird fight because we have to Hyper Beam immediately into a Biased Cognition. Immediately in... So it's like... we immediately had to reduce... I think we drop our focus potion here to make sure we can kill if we can. Yeah, like that. Alright, because we're taking damage here. Alright, Biased Cog is nice. There we are. And fight's over. Awesome. Gremlin Horn is great. Another Glacier is great. And yeah, we can face another elite. Toy Ornithopter is already decided. Back of Prep to set ourselves up sounds awesome. Another Book of Stabbing. Yeah, okay, perfect. So that gives us all our energy, and because of wire gold-plated cables, we will actually block that completely. Which is awesome. We have all the energy we need. Static Discharge. So, I want an Equilibrium. Yeah. Alright, so we Equilibrium, we save the Glacier for another turn. Alright. Guess we Glacier here. That's all the block we need. Now it's just how do we deal our damage is the question. Because I can't Hyperbeam just yet. Alright. I like this. Alright. 29. So we just keep going like that. 45 damage, that's 10 more than we needed. That's awesome. Alright. Is this the time to Hyperbeam? So it's 34. 40. Yeah, that's lethal. Alright. Is it possible to speedrun this game? Yes, it is, but it's very much a different game. I'm not exactly sure I want to play it that way, to put it simply. The speedrun boards, I think... So there's a seeded run, there's a Ascension 21, and there's a non-Ascension 21. Generally, it goes with... What I notice when I look at the world records is there's a glitch with Pandora's Box. If you pick up Pandora's Box and then immediately abandon the run... So Pandora's Box... So every game you start with a certain amount of strikes and a certain amount of defense, and then just like a few other good cards. So the way the speedruns generally work for each character is I see the first time they can pick up a box, they pick up the box, and that switches out all strikes and defense for other cards. Except then if you abandon the run immediately as it removes them, as it's adding the next ones, it will fail to add the next ones, so then whatever deck you built of just like 3 or 4 cards is your 3 or 4 card deck, so then they just pile it with, you know, fast destructive cards or combo cards or something like that to just wreck the enemies, get through. If they can, they grab a Juzu bracelet early on so that all these question marks aren't fights, they just go through conversations every time. Like, that's how they basically do the speedrun. Not really my style of play. Just gonna say that. Alright. So hold up. So there seems to be a campfire here. I'm trying to figure out which of these cards I'm gonna upgrade. Hyperbeam's already upgraded. Biased Cogs. Maybe the Equilibrium? It's only 3 block. Ugh. Maybe the Cool-Headed? Huh. Alright. Either way, I'm going through this question mark. Jax, transform 2 strikes, or obtain the mutagenic trait. I think we transform 2 strikes. Reinforced Body and Doom and Gloom are both better than Strike, I'll tell you that much. Because Reinforced Body, right now, we just want to deal with our spells. And Doom and Gloom is an AoE that also channels orbs. And it gives us our Dark Orb. That's actually really great. Alright. So let's just think. Reinforced Body, Doom and Gloom. Or draw 2. So I think it's... Yeah, I think it's one of these 2. Or we just Recall. Recall should not be ignored as an option. I think this is a fast enough deck that we don't want to upgrade the Doom and Gloom, and we want to get that Recall so that we have that taken care of. Alright, Gremlin Knob. Kill those where I can. Oh, gives me 1 more energy, which means this is actually free. And yeah. There we are. Blocked fully. Killed the gremlins. Get another one. Dual cast this big old lightning. And we doom and gloom, getting ourselves dark in the background to start building up and so I can knock him down later. Alright. 2. Let's see, we're taking 28 damage. We already blocked for enough. That's insane. We're gonna hit you, buddy. Make sure you're dead when we need you dead. Did I already equilibrium? Alright. Yeah, I think I had blocked for enough already. Yep. Alright. So we chaos, blocking, and then we zap to... Oh, wait. We actually need to kill those two. Alright. Now we zap. There we are. What character is the hardest to play with? Defect. The only reason this is easy is because I have the Biased Cogs and the Hyperbeams. These are like... This is the best rare card that Defect has, and this is the best rare card for Act 1. I got this Act 1 followed by these. So this is the hardest class to play, I think. I just got super lucky. Let's just not deny that. The theme with the Defect is you have all these things you have to channel. You notice all the orbs around me. I have to figure out which one I'm channeling, which one I need to save, all that sort of stuff. But this has just been... Everything's been going fine. Everything's been going perfectly. So I haven't had to deal with that. But this is by far the hardest one to play. I guess you could say Watcher is harder to play, but because it rewards you so drastically every time you play the Watcher correctly, I'm not sure it matters. Like, Watcher is the most powerful class, and that's, like, basically accepted by the community as far as I understand. Alright. So I like doing this, with Doom and Glooming, and just gain 1 full edit to have those in the back. Alright. So I wanted that Dark Orb. So here's the theme, like an example of hard to play. I wanted to play that Dark Orb first, so that I can make sure that that was the first theme channel, that was the next theme channeled, so that when he starts hitting me for damage, this guy will be protecting, like he will be able to discharge and blow this guy up. So let's see. I think, yeah, dual casting here might just end the fight, if everything goes properly. Yep. And we took 0 damage because the tungsten blocked that 1 damage. Oh my god, that's amazing. That was amazing. Storm is generally a bad power. Storm is generally a bad power. I think with Bird-Faced Urn, we're alright at full health. We don't need to worry about Bird-Faced Urn synergy. We're at 23 cards. We're doing great. We're doing great. Yep, this character is just additional complications, the character. It is a very fun character. I will not deny that. After you understand this game, this is the next character I would recommend. Just because even when you make mistakes, they're all fun mistakes. I'll say it, put it that way. They're all fun mistakes. Yep. Alright, so the rest is completely useless, and we already recalled. So it's just a question of what do we upgrade. I think we actually upgrade the Equilibrium, because while it's only 3 more block, I'm playing Equilibrium every time I get it. So... Alright. Ball Lightning. So I'm going to play the stack Discharge instead of the Biased Cog. And we're just going to, as I said, Equilibrium every time we see it. So the Biased Cog stays in our hand, so I can play it next turn. Alright. This does mean I have to kill this guy at a specific pace, which might not be the easiest pull. Alright. Ooh. So I could Doom and Gloom into Chaos, so that Doom and Gloom is the first up. gold-plated cables means that this is going to channel more and more times. And as long as we don't channel anything else, if the chaos is good, we can get... Yeah, we got a frost. That's perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. We can build this up super high, and then just kill him in one shot with a dual cast. Alright. So we legitimately do not play anything this turn. And that will build up to 58. Alright. I think we go another turn without playing anything. Okay, we'll strike out. So that's 78. So now he's dealing 27 damage. So we're going to Sweeping Beam first. Alright. Now we actually worry about this. So let's see. I think we want the block up front right now. Alright. We are... Okay. Well, that damage is all whittled away, so... Yeah, Hyper Beam's going to be very useful very soon. Alright, yep. Now we run into the issue with this run. Hyper Beam now is just our only damage output, effectively. Yeah, we deal 0 damage with these orbs because our deck, that's how our deck works now. Oh no. We have actually found the weakness of our deck, and it's going to kill us. We are going to die here. This is how we die. Do 33 times 2 damage. Our deck has a weakness, I just didn't see it until it was too late. This guy is our weakness. Okay. Is there any secret really rare orb? Dark Frost Lightning, Plasma here. Plasma. Gives you an additional energy every single turn. This is the really rare orb. The card that just does nothing but channel 1 Plasma costs 2 energy. But yeah. Oof. Yep. Minus 11 focus. Yeah, focus. Our orbs now do nothing. And that's an issue. I didn't think about that. Because now that our orbs do nothing, we are dead in the water. Because he has 14 Metallicize. So we just don't do anything anymore. Our deck does nothing anymore. And that 14 Metallicize prevents us from actually getting through his armor in any significant means. So we can't even hurt him. Yeah, we just died here. We have no way to get through here. Like, look, channels for 0. We have Hyper Beam. That's our way through. We did not respect this character. Yeah, GG. Not really much I could have done. What I have to do is not play Biased Cog. And I just didn't mentally... That did not click in my mind. That was an issue. Like, if I didn't play Biased Cog, like, here, let's go to the compendium just so I could show you the card. Biased Cog, by rarity. Right here. At the end of my turn, I lose 1 focus. If I just recognized that fight was going to go very long, I knew this was the wrong card to play. This was, by far, the wrong card to play, because that fight was going 12 turns, because I was using the Dark Orb. I was using a Dark Orb to win that fight. So Biased Cog is not the card you play on turn 2. So that was just all my fault. That was just my mistake. I could have gone further. That was a winning deck, if I just didn't play it stupidly like that. But just how important it is to pay attention, and I wasn't paying attention enough.